Welcome back to iFishNews Fishing Podcast. Your host, Glenn, with the City of Allen Fishing Field Team, COAF Field Team. And we're just doing a little fun, having a try at a live show version of our podcast, COAF Field Team Podcast, or correction, iFishNews Fishing Podcast. And at this point, we don't have any format that we have at this time. We're just kind of play it by ear. And, well, let's just run through a couple of things. Let me see if I can turn down the volume here real quick. Some key things that I've been doing, perusing through social media, as well as some of the YouTube stuff that I pay attention to when it comes to fishing-related things. And, well, one thing that I do want to throw out there is it's the middle of trout stocking season, and we're in full force. There's a lot of things to be caught. Specifically from a trout standpoint, and of interest for some is, well, Blue River. I just saw some more posts over there in Oklahoma where they're indicating that they got some bigger trout being stocked here recently. So keep that in your back pocket if you're thinking about giving it a shot. Fishing the Blue River up in Oklahoma, just about an hour, 45 minutes away from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So for those in the Texas area, that's where our main audience is located, is a good opportunity to give it a try. That said, other things to keep in your back pocket. Well, recently we've been playing around with the Goldfish camera, been able to check out some of the ponds as well as a drainage canal / ditch where I saw a bass the other day and decided to go ahead and throw the Goldfish camera in there. And guess what? Saw some bluegill, saw some bass, as well as, I think it was potentially at least one viewer off of YouTube said he may have seen a catfish in there, at least a catfish tail. So liking that Goldfish camera, just got to go and play around with the setup, its rigging, and be able to get the right buoyancy so that the camera stays upright and you can see what you need to, versus had several tries, especially at Waterloo up in Denison. We tried getting some trout action shots where we used the camera, and unfortunately the camera went down below to the bottom and it was clobbered. You couldn't see anything through those weeds and whatnot. Anyhow, the other thing is striped bass. Well, we know that they're not generating up at Denison Dam, but we do know on the Oklahoma side that you have a good opportunity to catch some of those striped bass. They may not be big ones, but they are still fun to catch. And kind of keeping that in our back pocket if we need to make a run up the road and we get the inkling to go try for some of these striped bass. Plus, we definitely like throwing that Goldfish camera out there because, well, always great to see some live action shots of some fish moving about in the water. So good stuff there. Let's see. Other things that we've been paying attention on. Well, what I'm doing is I'll describe what I'm going to. I'm going to Facebook, and I'm going to some key areas that I like looking at, specifically some groups that I follow. And the first one I see, Texas freshwater fly fishing. That's always a good one to get some latest and greatest reports and whatnot. And in this case, I see one report talking of a striped bass being caught. All right, cool beans. Looks like caught her on a 5-weight moonshine fly rod. So, and it looks like he's using a popper. Yeah, it looks like a balsa wood popper with the trailing. It looks like some marabou and deer and chartreuse. I wonder where it is. Kind of drilling down a little bit more here and see. Doesn't show where, but hey, there's some striped bass to be had. And let's go shift over to another group real quick and see what I see. Okay, let's just run down through the recent activities. I see one about Blue River, Oklahoma, all trout fishing. Looks like they're talking of some specific flies or kits that are available on the Blue, and it looks like they're indicating some good places to take a look at is Scotty's One Stop. Looks like there's some fishing flies that you may be interested in if you decide to go fish the Blue. So that's a good one to keep in mind. Let's see. Simple fly tying. Looks like someone's posted a picture of a It looks like a woolly bugger variant of some kind. So that's interesting. Let's keep shifting over. What I'm looking for are some recent reports in the area of how the bite's going on. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. This is one up at Spillway Creek at the Lower Mountain Fork, over there at Beavers Bend State Park in Oklahoma. And it looks like they are already releasing some of the water there. So it looks like, I think that they had posted that they were going to be releasing a lot more water than usual because of some maintenance things that they needed to do. And it does look like, it does look like there's some rough water there. So be careful if you're going to hit the Lower Mountain Fork. It looks like there may be some concerns or some issues there with maybe how they are fishing that river. I see something in DFW pond fishing. It looks like there's some posting some bluegill and some bass. Good thing to know that. And of course, we've seen it yesterday when we went fishing or with the Go Fish camera and threw that in the water. It was good to see that the bass as well as bluegill are in the water, even though the waters are cold. So keep that in your back pocket if you want to wet a line. Definitely hit some of the ponds and whatnot. Okay, let's go and scroll down a little bit further. Let's see. I'm seeing some fly tying posts and whatnot, but okay, let's go shift over to another place. I like going to the Texas Fishing Forum because there's some really good information there that are posted, in particular in the fly fishing section. I can see some information concerning Lower Mountain Fork, as well as fishing Possum Kingdom. That's always a good one, especially this time of year where they stock it with trout, as well as you got the opportunity to catch a bass or two, striped bass that is. And then looks like someone's posted some information about Guadalupe, so the Guadalupe River, doing some fly fishing there. Kind of shift over to bank fishing. And let's see, I see some information being posted concerning Denison Dam and the water flow. Some questions concerning Rowlett Creek. Excuse me. Rowlett Creek, that's probably talking about the white bass run that's going to be coming up here soon. I'm going to open up that thread real quick. Looks like some folks are already scouting around to see if the white bass are making the run. And one post on the 11th, which is 2 days ago, looked like they struck out. So they're not up there yet. And yeah, it looks like they're not running up the creeks yet. And I did see one other post from one of the fishing guides in the area indicating that they probably start seeing a run in the January, February timeframe, maybe the latter part of January, February. So keep it in your back pocket that once they start hitting the run or start running up the creeks, maybe a good idea to give it a shot if you're thinking about fishing in the North Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area in particular. Okay. See some more posts concerning trout stockings, more Denison Dam stuff. Let's see. There's one. Yeah, there's one that I see that somebody caught a nice size carp and then a small striped bass. So good stuff there. All right, so let's go back and see if we can find some other information that may be of interest. Go to one more set of groups here. Let's go to Collin County Fly Fishing Club. And that's one of the local ones here. I did notice there's some upcoming events here that you want to keep in your back pocket. One of them being the Blue River Fishing Outing. It looks like it's happening this weekend. Let me make sure. Let me open it up real quick. Upcoming events. Saturday. Looks like it's going to be Saturday, 9 a.m. Central. We'll meet at Scotty's Blue River One Stop. It's free. And, well, it's a good time over there. If I was able to go and make the run up there, I definitely would. Unfortunately, I got sidetracked with some more commitments. So yours truly, when I can't fish, well, might as well talk about fishing. And it looks like there's some folks out there that have an opportunity to do some fishing this upcoming weekend. Now, I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like. I keep checking things and not really clear if, let's see. Yeah, not really clear if there are some other places in the area that you may want to try. Okay. All right. Well, think that's enough for now. A little quick beta test of this format, the iFishNews Fishing Podcast. And I know we've got some videos. We also have blogs as well as a website. And then we also have this, a podcast. And hey, trying to get the word out and let folks know that maybe there is maybe some places to fish in the area. And based on our motto, learn to fish by our trials and errors, well, we've made a lot of errors. We've also had some success too. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll continue doing this in the future. We're just going to playing around with the format and maybe a little more structured. Normally when we do a podcast, we're just going right through the fly fishing book, Little Red Book of Fly Fishing tips and whatnot. And we're going to continue doing that till we probably get through the whole book. But till then, we just want to see how this live show format would work also. So all for now, and thanks for stopping by. Till next time, we'll catch you later, and good luck and good fishing.